and god damn is it getting like just weird. She's like, they won't even give my daughter the proper like religion in her death, where she's like, I'm a metaphysicist. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'm like, oh my god, the fucking
wild.
loonies are in.
Yeah, it was wild.
And she's she's like, we're shaky shock eyes. Reiki, master Reikis. She's a trained master Reiki. And for those who don't know what a master or what a Reiki is, it's fucking healing with your hands. If you believe in spiritual healing with your hands, don't fucking listen to us. You're a dumb piece of shit. Fuck you. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is something. This is something. And yeah, then they say they're both ex-military. The one guy who does say like, good, I love every. He's a veteran. I've seen his veteran shit.
Yeah.
She has to go to the bathroom because she's gonna start crying. Did you have to escort her to the bathroom? Was that you?
Oh, I think I did. Yeah.
Because she was. That was fucking wild. And he asked the other guy like, so what were you? And he's like, Army. He's like, what branch? And the guy's like, no. So I don't fucking believe it. She's like, I'm veteran. Did I get my veterans discount? I was like, just give it to her. Just fucking give it to her. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't care if she has proof or not. Just give her the goddamn veterans discount. If you're willing to lie for a veterans discount, you're a piece of shit. But fuck it, you'll get it from me.
The thing was, I was willing to press her on it because of just how chaotic the store already was. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to ask for proof right now, and she's going to give me a sob story as to why her veterans card got lost somewhere.
Her daughter did die, though. I did look that up.
Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately.
I did make sure she wasn't lying about her kid dying, because that would have flipped the rails on that shit.
So wild day. I was there for that. But yeah, so you're listening to Drunk Daddies, episode 1. I'm Austin. Basically just here to review beer, talk shit, and try not to get hit. And keep people entertained.
I go by Vinny. You can follow me on twitch.tv.com or twitch.tv.com. No, it's twitch.tv/Vinny Pizzaroli if you want to watch me stream. I don't stream often nor regularly, so good luck finding me. But leave me a follow because I would like to be able to get subs one day. I'm a single dad living rad, and we just two dads decided to get together and do a podcast because we thought it'd be a good adventure/experiment.
Yeah, hopefully it's entertaining. This week we're reviewing Brewdog's Hazy Jane. We did have some technical difficulties ahead of this this episode, so we've already cracked into these beers. But that said, they're pretty tasty. I'm enjoying it so far for what it is. I'm not a huge IPA fan typically, and this isn't that bad. This is definitely doable for me.
It's pretty great. It's a hazy, so that means it's pretty citrusy, not as bitter as a normal IPA. I've been enjoying it. I like things that are strong. I'm not a big fan of regular beer because I do like to feel buzz after one. I usually get pissed off drinking Michelob Ultra because I just can't seem to chase the dragon enough with that. But I guess let's get into it. We have some talking pints to go into. That's when we talk about points, but I decided to give it a cool name. So the first one is, what's up with Chris Rock and Will Smith?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Anywho, that's like beating a dead horse. And I don't want to make fun of a cuck, because to each their own, some people, they do like their wife getting fucked, or their wife publishing recently that she didn't even want to get married to him and cried at his wedding, their wedding.
I think there's some kinks that need to be shamed. This level of cuckoldry is beyond belief.
Seems like no matter what she does, he just won't leave.
She's like, you better get up there and smack him.
So we'll get into the next one. They're kind of all over the place. Like he said, technical difficulties, so we're missing one. I guess we'll go with this one. What reality show would you want to be on or create?
So I went ahead and said The Bachelor. It's a perfect show for me. If I was single, that being said, if my wife is watching right now, perfect show for me to just sit there and just shit on women. No offense to any of our female fans. Love you. But that said, it would just be fun to flip the script there from The Bachelorette and be a part of that amazing phenomenon of a TV show.
I almost think that The Bachelor came out before The Bachelorette, if I had to be honest.
If that's the case, yeah, it'd still be fun to shit on women because they do the same thing on The Bachelorette.
Yeah, you know, you gotta shit on each other to be funny. My favorite Bachelor moment was when a girl dressed as a sloth and he kicked her. I mean, like, you had a quality woman right there. And he was like, I don't want that. Basic men, you know?
Wait, was this like a furry outfit?
No, like a anatomically correct / like almost like looked like a legitimate sloth, like a legitimate sloth costume. It was very funny.
Oh, she's trolling though.
She's trolling.
Yeah, I would have let her go for a few episodes just for the content.
For the content, it's all about content these days. You know, doesn't matter what you really believe.
Yeah, no.
As long as you can get the content going. # Tucker Carlson. Now that's a cuck. He's getting fucked in the ass by Russia, and he loves it.
If there's anybody on Fox News that I can actually stand to watch, it's Tucker. But that being said, yes, he's a lapdog.
You can stand to watch him.
If there's Hannity on, if there's literally anybody else, it's hard to watch.
I guess there is the point where you could say he's entertaining to an extent, but the amount of lies and propaganda that he spews for me is a lot.
You got to remember, he's filling Bill O'Reilly's time slot.
So
he's got to be entertaining.
He's got to be entertaining. He should be doing pills like he did.
and touching his secretaries.
I guess at least he has that going for him, because I haven't heard of him doing pills or touching his secretaries.
No, he surprisingly does not have allegations against him like half of the guys at Fox News.
Yeah, but I mean, that was just the good old days, you know. You used to be able to touch people, unwanted touching, and they couldn't do anything about it. That was just life.
Just good old shoulder massages, you know.
You know, I sometimes relate to wanting to be back in the 50s because I literally love the neon signs and the 50 styles cars. But then I remember, that wasn't a good time for most people. Unless you're white, that was really not a good time.
Yeah, so I want to go back.
back.
I want one of those 1950 style milkshakes, dude.
Dude, like, I do miss the economy of the 1950s where you could be a janitor and buy a house, but now I have to be a weed dealer to buy a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard knock life these days. Anywho, I guess my reality show that I would like to be on, honestly, would probably be... I said Naked and Afraid because I'm scared being naked and afraid, which I do not like being in the dark. That's not something I like.
And naked in the dark is even worse.
Like, I probably would be shitting myself the entire time if I was like in the Sahara and there was lions and shit there. I'm sure they do a good job making sure that you don't get killed by wildlife to a certain extent, because they do have to film everything.
Yeah.
Shit, I was going somewhere with this. I guess that's the beautiful point of beers, is you can't remember.
Next
point. Most embarrassing memory. I like this one. I'm just going to use the one I used last time. I have a few. There's a few most embarrassing memories. They weren't. Some are embarrassing in the moment. Some aren't. When I was with my most recent ex, my mom was living with us for a little bit, and she decided to ask her if I was good in bed. Why the fuck does my mom need to know that? She's weird. Um, I think she was a single mom, and then they over-attach themselves to their children. I guess especially sons. And she asked that. I mean, I remember another point where she would tell me, "You can't watch porn. That's somebody's sister. Whenever you're watching strippers, that's somebody's sister." And I was selling fireworks with her on the side of the highway at one point, and we need change for some hundreds. Well, luckily, we're set up outside of a strip club in their parking lot. And so she's like, "Go get me some hundreds." I'm like 15. I walk in there. I can't even look them in the eyes. And I'm like, can I get some ones, please? And they're like, "Of course, sweetie." And I'm like, don't talk to me. Just give me the fucking ones and let me leave because I can't handle this. Still have never been to a strip club this day. I don't really see the point anyways because it's like they only pay attention to you for your money to begin with.
Oh, we'll go.
We'll go?
We'll go.
We'll go. Okay, cool. I mean, there was this one guy on my Facebook feed who was fucking Facebook posting, like, on his story of him feeling up a naked stripper while his wife was throwing money on her.
That's pretty epic.
That's epic? You think that's some
shit? I don't know what the wife's got going on, but hey, man, post it to Facebook if you want.
I was like, that's a Snapchat story. That's not a Facebook feed where your parents are on it.
Yeah, your parents are on it, and then you're gonna get zucked. You're getting zucked.
You're getting zucked by the cuck. I have so many. My family's fucking wild. I'm at a Halloween party for my cousin, and I'm at her house. My aunt's there. My stepmom's there, not my aunt. My stepmom's there, and I'm sitting down at the table, and she's like, "Oh, look at her tattoo." And I'm like, the girl's wearing a dress where her tits are like covered, but the tattoo's in the middle and shows that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Why are you fucking saying this?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a cool tattoo." So it was like a triangle and a bunch of geometric shapes in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, is that an Illuminati tattoo?" And the girl's like, I actually hate it when people say that. It's actually the sign of fire. It means life." And I'm like, "Oh, I only get tattoos that mean a lot to me too. That's why I have my bobby pin tattoo. I love King of the Hill." At this point, she gets up and walks away, and I'm like, my stepmom's like, "Did you see how saggy her tits were for a girl her age?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I guess they're saggy.
Your mom's got some gems, dude. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, she calls it like she sees it.
Yeah.
Saggy tits, 25 years old. Get the fuck out of my face. Just kidding. We love all boobs, except, I mean, I love man boobs too. I got some man boobs. Why am I hating?
Most embarrassing memory. What I said on the last episode that was cut because of technical difficulties is, I can't think of any really super embarrassing memories, probably because I'm blocking it out.
Just say one. What's one that you remember that you're like, fuck?
I can't even think of it. I mean, I say stupid shit all the time. Like, I'm embarrassed multiple times a day at work. Or like I said, or like if I'm trying to tell a joke and I forget the joke, or I start a sentence and I don't know where I'm going with the sentence, and it just becomes a run-on sentence that's just nonsense. That's embarrassing as fuck, and I do that constantly.
I mean, I feel like you're leaving something out. Embarrassing memories. I said mine.
I mean, I honestly cannot think of any.
I mean, I got blackout drunk at that Halloween party and tried to fight my cousin's husband for some reason. I just woke up the next day and I'm watching the Snapchat feed and I'm being a fucking wild animal. yeah, I guess it was a fun time. I guess let's just move on. We're starting to stagnate. No, that's not the next one. Um, what's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house?
So, upper decker in my toilet, which if the viewers don't know what that is, that's when they remove the top of the toilet, the back of the toilet, and shit in there, so that and then place the back of the toilet back on, and then the intention is so that when you flush the toilet, your clean water is now shitty water coming in. Um, and that was the weirdest thing that a guest has done. It was I had a few friends over that weekend. We were smoking lots of weed. They probably thought it was a funny joke. But yeah, it that was pretty weird, and it was fun cleaning up.
I don't really have a weird thing a guest has done at my house because I've never felt like my house was safe. So I've always spent time at other places. So I would spend weeks on end at my friends' houses, and like every teenager male that was addicted to masturbating. So I would go take a shower and jerk off while the shower was running. And one time I came and I couldn't find it. And so I was like, after a few minutes, fuck it. That's their problem at this point. And I would go take a shower. I really hope their parents cleaned their bathroom because I know they didn't clean their own bathroom. But yeah, I left semen a lot of places.
Yeah, no, I think that's normal. I've done that. I'll admit that. Over at a friend's house, you got the shower running. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows as you take a 20-minute fucking shower.
You take a 45-minute shower.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And I mentioned this before, but it's weird how certain things in my life have just gone into the fucking netherworld, and that's what happened to your coom in that situation.
Yeah. He went straight into the void. I mean, I usually look back at my life and I cringe every second, but I feel like if you don't look back and you can't find a cringe point, you're not growing as a person. So you need to find that cringe. The next talking point is going to be what lives in your head rent free, and I got the perfect one right here. We're going to bring on a video for this. So as I pop up the video, I'm going to pause it. This one's better than the last one. It's almost a meme at this point. Any dog. Oh, I want to bring this up. We were talking about at work today. Did everybody know that Nancy Reagan is the throat goat?
I had no idea she was a glizzy gladiator.
She is actually well known in Hollywood for giving some of the best blowjobs of her time. There's one of my favorite memes is actually Nancy and Ronald Reagan together, and Ronald Reagan is like pointing out like this, and he's like, "My wife sucks good dick."
God damn. Well, because he was an actor, right?
Yeah, they were both in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and they ended up our president.
Hey,
Thank
man.
God. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be in so much debt to begin with. They actually started. He was like, "I want a huge military budget and something else," and they're like, "We can only afford one or the other." And he's like, "Fuck you, do both." And then the debt
Hell yeah,
ceiling
brother.
just started climbing.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, infinite debt. Who cares about debt? Let's all default under debt. I'm not paying my credit cards back.
Well, I heard he did some good things about AIDS and the gays.
Like giving them it, like causing it, like causing the AIDS epidemic. I love how there used to be this old fucking belief that if you have HIV and you fuck a virgin, you would transfer your HIV to them and no longer have it.
Oh, that's true.
Shit, really?
I mean, if I'm willing to try, man.
I'm
I'm willing to try anything at this point. I have 2 years left, max.
2 years left, max. Thank God herpes is non transmissible. Have you ever been with a girl and she's like, "No, you good. I don't got anything. You don't have to wear a condom."
No, I play it safe.
Oh, I didn't wear a condom. I think I have herpes.
Get it checked out. So what lives rent free in my head? Kanye West and Pete Davidson, Skeet Davidson. I think Skeet is putting Kanye through some of the most ridiculous bullshit that any man has had to go through. Don't send yourself a picture and say I'm in. Don't send a picture of yourself to Kanye and say I'm in bed with your wife. That's bullshit. And some viewers may disagree with me. I don't care. I'm Team Kanye all the way, and that's what lives rent free in my head.
Fuck Kanye.
That's what lives rent free in my head. That's all I can say.
Anyways, Kanye is a bitch. He be stalking his wife kind of awkwardly. I mean, first off, if you're willing to go with Kim Kardashian, you're crazy. I don't think getting with anyone in that family, you're making a sane move.
No, not at all.
I guess you should be expecting this at that point. Pete Davidson, though, he a player. He got Ariana Grande. He got Kim K. He got Jason Momoa.
I mean, dude, he's a skinny alt-white dude, and like I guess that's in fashion at the moment, but he's cringe to me. He's cringe to me, and looks like a fucking alien. Does anybody else?
I'm Portuguese, but I'm not Brazilian. I remember when I was telling my ex's mom that I'm Portuguese, and she's like, "Oh, you're from Brazil?"
No, they just speak the language there, right?
Yeah, they just speak the language. My people are off of Spain. I guess we're close to Spaniards. Fuck Spaniards, pieces of shit. Get the fuck out of here. Garbage country, honestly. Garbage people. I don't like talking to them.
Portugal?
No, Spain.
Oh, Spain. Okay.
Yeah, fuck Spain.
I was about to say.
No, Portuguese people are great. They like to sweep the sidewalks. Like, everything is their community, so they keep it clean. But they couldn't prevent that wildfire.
Oh, was there a...
There was a really bad fire in Portugal. It was probably their fault, being Portuguese and partaking in the slave trade. Really, they profited a lot off the slave trade. So I'm saying, karma, it gets you.
Well, also they're pretty sure it's a third world country.
No.
Is it not?
No.
Whoops.
America might as well be a third world country compared to Portugal. At least
Really?
they have free health care.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Damn, I think we talked about the other one. I guess we'll go to the next one. Toilet paper, over or under?
100% over. You can't have it under. That's for psychopaths. Why? Just why would anybody have it facing the wall?
Laziness. I definitely know I would just put it on. However, I did it that day and just not give a shit.
On, yeah.
I definitely don't. Well, mine's broken, and I'm not gonna fix it. I'm not. If something breaks in my house, that's my life at that point. God damn, I hope my AC doesn't break because it's from 1989 before the Soviet Union fell. But yeah, that's me. And then you said, or we were talking about, like, do you wipe front to back or back to front?
Yeah, front to back and then standing or sitting. So we'll start with back to front. I think we're both on the same page. I said front to back.
I think that's the obvious thing to do. You don't want to get shit on your balls. And then for women, you don't want to get shit in your vagina. That's a way more common thing, I feel like, for them because they don't want to get a bacterial infection. Also, if your vagina stinks, not for me. Keep it clean. If it tastes bad, that's on you.
Yep. Take notes, female listeners.
Please. Men don't like that. I keep my dick clean. You can keep your vagina clean. I guess that's that. We're not really arguing on that, so we might as well move on. The next point is standing up. Do you wipe or do you wipe sitting down?
It's sitting down all the way. I mean, to me, standing up, you're smushing shit in your between your ass cheeks, and it's a little bit more of a mess. Um,
I do like standing up so I can get, I'd be like looking in the mirror, just like really getting in there.
do you like? Okay, I understand if you stand up and like.
All right, he's wearing the cutoffs.
You put
That's a bold move.
You put a leg up.
I know a guy who wore cutoffs and then his girlfriend broke up with him the next day.
Oh my god, for wearing cutoffs?
Yeah.
Woman moment.
Women.
Was her reasoning literally you're wearing cutoffs?
Yeah, I guess she was homophobic and that was too gay at the time.
2007, y'all.
Yeah, Papa Roach.
No, I don't know what year it was. Holy shit.
But yeah, I do prefer to stand up. I don't do one leg up like that. That's kind of weird, in my opinion.
I feel like you get more surface area covered that way. Perhaps.
I mean, I feel like wet wipes are a necessity or a bidet. Obviously, there's no such thing as flushable wipes. If you flush any wipes down your toilet, you're saying fuck you to the septic system, to the sewer system, and you're causing a lot of problems. So go fuck yourself if you flush wipes.
But if you have a septic tank and you rent and you don't like your landlord.
That brings me to a point of when I was living with my stepmom and my dad, and her sister lived next door with her 2 daughters, and they taught them to flush their tampons. And so you can't flush tampons. I'll fucking clog everything. Yeah. And we would have to rent a plumber out every once in a while to snake it / fix it. Honestly, my aunt was fucking insane. I remember one time she got very upset with my stepmom. So she tried to break into our door and then shove a water hose underneath and leave the water running to flood the house.
Like that would fucking work, but what the fuck?
Yeah, she did that. Another thing
like
she did
cartoon. I'm
was
leaving the sink on.
She called her job and said she was doing drugs, even though she wasn't, to try to get her fired because she didn't like that.
Whew. What the job? So had like HR react like this is a baseless claim. Fuck off. Okay.
Weeb culture.
Weed culture?
Weeb
culture?
Yeah, weeb.
What's so bad about weeb culture? I'm wearing as you can tell, a fucking Naruto hoodie right now.
That's not weeb. I mean, that's a little weeb, but that's not otaku.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, otaku, the weird shit. The amount of how when they do 3,000-year-old beings, they're the age of a child, and then they try to like make them sexy. Like the amount of okayness in anime pedophilia is fucking insane.
Oh, it's the only loophole in I guess child pornography that makes it okay, or in their eyes okay and legal in the eyes of the law.
And it's either like they're 16 years old and they got fucking tits for days in the shit, or they're 3,000 years old and they look like a goddamn child.
Yeah. I've heard of this. I've seen people try to defend it online. These people are straight up pedophiles.
Yeah, if you're defending that, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we don't want any viewership from that crowd.
No, thank you. No pedophiles here, please. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, so
Gilbert
Godfrey. A legend has passed away today. Very funny individual. He seemed very caring from everything I could tell. What a loving gentleman he was. Always passionate in his trade. And, he was so passionate and so kind to his fans that he decided to die tonight. He gave us content to talk about. We didn't want to talk about Will Smith and Chris Rock.
No. Gilbert Godfrey, legend. I've been watching in the last month or so a bunch of the Comedy Central roasts. and would just what a legend, what a absolute comedic great. There won't be another like him. That voice is unmistakable, you know.
Very much so, to where like his cameos were always funny as shit, and he was willing to say whatever you wanted for the cameo,
And yeah,
or whatever you wanted him to say, he'd be willing to say it.
Well, and he was willing to push any comedic boundary, especially at those roasts. The roast of David Hasselhoff was insane. He was like, yeah, I mean, we can pull a clip from that. He was making like Holocaust jokes. He's willing to do jokes that is like, past the line, basically.
Well, do you want to pull that up, or do you want to pull up the Gilbert Godfrey Aristocrats?
Yeah, let's check out the Aristocrats. I mentioned this earlier. So the Aristocrats is a joke that many comedians have done, but Gilbert Gottfried has the filthiest, like, best rendition of this joke.
All right, so we're gonna pull it up, and
A talent agent is sitting in his office. A no American family walks in. Father and mother, son and daughter, a big fluffy dog. The family has blonde hair and blue eyes and bright skin. And the talent agent looks up and goes, all right, let's see what you do. So the father drops his pants and takes off his shirt. He's totally naked. He undresses his wife, starts fucking his wife on the floor. Then the son drops his pants, takes his shirt off, and his sister also takes all her clothes off. The son and the daughter start fucking on the floor too. And the dog is pissing on them. Then the mother turns around and starts blowing this up. The father starts fist fucking the daughter in the ass. And the father, just for your information, is an ex-Marine who has really muscular arms. The type with the tattoo of a battleship on it. And he looks like he just ate a can of spinach type arm. And he's fist fucking the daughter in the ass as the daughter is licking out her brother's asshole. And the brother at the time is chewing on the dog's balls. And fills up her eye socket with rat cum and rat fuck bites other stuff. Leave it or not. And piss sweat. They stand up and they take a bow. And the talent agent, nonplussed by this. I'd like to throw in a big word. Nonplussed by this, goes, that's an interesting act you have there. What do you call yourself? And they say, the Aristocrats.
Nobody does it better than Gilbert Gottfried.
yes, one of my favorite things a comedian says is about 9/11. It's like, you have to be a good comedian to do a good 9/11 joke, but you got to be the best fucking comedian to do a 9/11 joke the day after.
Oh, yeah. Well, that reminds me of Ari Shaffir. The day after or so after Kobe Bryant died, he was like, I forget exactly what he said.
I think he ended up having to apologize.
I think he did, yeah. I think he said something like, so we're just going to pretend Kobe Bryant wasn't a rapist?
Yeah, and then everyone fucking blew up on him. It was like, you can't say that.
You can't say that the day after.
You can't say that. It's like, you buy your wife a 24-karat diamond ring and it's okay, but, still a rapist. Like Mike Tyson. He doesn't really like it when you bring up that fact either.
No, I've seen it. A newscaster brought it up, and there's a real famous clip of him getting pissed, and the guy was visibly shook.
He told his my grandma, his mom, that he was going to watch a Mike Tyson fight and he'd be right back afterwards. Instead, he went to hook up with a girl. Mike Tyson knocked the guy out in 20 seconds and showed up. And my uncle showed up 2 hours later. So, sorry, when he showed up, my grandma was like, "So, how'd the Mike Tyson fight go?" He's like, "Oh, it was really good. You know, it took forever. Blah blah blah." He's like, my grandma's like, "Well, I know you're fucking lying." Because he got knocked the fuck out in 20 seconds, and my uncle got in trouble. This actually brings me to a grandma story.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I'm visiting my grandma out in an area. I guess I shouldn't dox my own grandparents.
Sure. Yeah, don't do that.
She's dead. Rest in peace. But I guess I shouldn't dox my grandpa. And I'm in the jacuzzi with her. My back's to their sliding glass door to their room.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma's sitting in front of me. My grandpa gets out because he's done. My grandpa goes out in their room to change. My grandma goes, "Turn around." I go to turn around. She's like, "That's your grandpa's penis."
Why the fuck? Turn around. I'm going to scar you for life.
For life. My grandpa was hanging dong.
God damn it.
It's the Portuguese. What can I say? They got good sausage.
At least, I mean, that's good to know. At least, you're scarred for life, but at least you got good genes.
And then another time, my grandma got cancer, and that's how she died. But she'd be like, Grandpa and I can't have sex anymore. My bones are too brittle. He'd break me.
God. Oh, Grandma was a G, huh?
Grandma was a G. They had a timeshare on the beach that they would go to every year, and my grandma would bring binoculars for and then spot women for my grandpa to look at.
That's goals.
Goals.
Yeah.
I guess he had to get fluffed.
He had to get fluffed.
Everyone needs a good fluffing every once in a while.
Yeah. I don't know where to go with that.
Has your grandparents ever embarrassed you?
My grandmother, rest her heart, she was not racist at all, but I had a black friend over, and I remember her one time saying, what did she say? We were talking about something, and she goes, "Yeah, your homie's mom don't play that." My grandma just randomly said that, and I was like, "Why? Why did she say that? Why did she?" Because I had a black friend over. Why? But why did she say that? And yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Hearing that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Where I've grown up and gone to school with black students and shit, and then hear somebody do kind of a Medea almost sounding voice. I don't even fucking know.
She's like, "I'm just trying to play the part."
I thought he related to that.
That's pretty great. Though I think it's time we cut it. We call it a wrap. This was the first ever Drunk Daddies podcast, the inaugural podcast.
Plenty more.
We'll be launching once a week. We hope you stay tuned. Please feel free to follow us on Instagram, drunk_daddies. We'll have a YouTube channel as well, drunk_daddies. We'll probably have a Reddit page up soon. Be sure to go on that, discuss things, tell us how you feel. Feel free to DM us on Instagram as well. We love the comments. We love the follows. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can improve. Let us know anything.
Yeah, and we may be on TikTok soon as well. Just trying to branch out everywhere we can. So just check for us there as well.
Getting those Zoomer memes in.
Yeah, we're getting the Zoomers.
Let us know if you'd like some live feeds of us when we go to the bar or something. We'll post that.
Yeah, we can definitely do some vlogs or some live streaming. Yeah, let us know what's up. Let us know if you're a fan. Keep it real.
Thanks for
All
watching.
right, we're cutting out, and I will rap for you guys.